Hey, is this the sheriff office right here?
Yes, sir.
All right. What are the steps to file a complaint against the sheriff office?
The what?
What are the steps to file a complaint against a sheriff officer?
The window right here, the dark window?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hi. Is this where I come to file a complaint against a sheriff officer, or where do I need to go to do that? Oh. Do you guys have like a form or anything? Okay.
They go on 36 south to Caldwell or to Herm? No one has told me anything. Okay, receive.
All right, sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem.
What was your name?
I'm sorry?
Your name?
My first name is Philip.
Philip?
Yes.
Your last name?
I prefer not to give that at this time.
Okay. And your phone number?
I prefer not to give that either.
Okay, who's the complaint on?
What are the steps that I would need to do if I need to file a complaint against an
I need to take your
officer?
information and find out who's the supervisor. That way you can talk to that person.
If I don't have a name or badge number, what would I need to do?
Was it a traffic stop? Was it a call that they went on?
Well, right now I'm just trying to figure out what the steps are.
Okay. You just need to. It's hard without the information.
Is there like
So
a?
say you were on a traffic stop and you just need to let the dispatcher let us know what day it was, that we can kind of figure out which deputy it was that went out there, and then we can find out who their supervisor is.
All right. Is there like a streamlined process for this, or is it just kind of a up in the air type of thing?
I don't know. You'd have to talk to them. I'm just a dispatcher, so.
Okay. Is there a internal affairs officer that I can speak with?
Let me see if I can get somebody up here to talk to you.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
How's it going?
Good. My name is Philip.
Mike.
Nice to meet you. Hey, I'm just trying to figure out what would be the steps someone would need to do if they need to file a complaint against a police officer.
A certain one, or well,
For
in general,
Sheriff County.
Wait,
If
the county.
let's just say for this
Okay,
department.
if you just come in here, you speak to a supervisor, and they would take a statement from you, and then they would basically investigate the case to see if it was determined to be valid or not. If reviewing videos, whatever they have, taking statements, talking to everybody involved, and then coming to a conclusion, and then notifying you back what happened.
Okay. Is it like a form or a?
We don't necessarily have a form. It'd be something I would, if it was like you were making a complaint about one of our guys, you'd probably talk to me or one of the sergeants.
Okay.
I'm a captain, and we have lieutenants and a sergeant. You'd probably talk to a sergeant,
Right.
lieutenant, or a captain. Just take a statement from you in general. Find out what happened, what you want to do. If there's a certain thing that you wanted to do, was it somebody being rude to you, or was there a criminal act? And it would go based on that. Whatever happened. If it was a criminal act, of course, we'd open a criminal investigation.
Right.
If it was more of a rude situation or a disagreement about something, and then it would be more administrative.
Sure.
And then fill out no real paperwork as far as a complaint form. That we don't have that. It would just be a normal.
Just pretty much like a piece of paper with.
Well,
it
yeah,
written out.
we'd probably take it. What we'd do is take you in the back and then just get an audio statement from you,
Audio
or a
statement.
video statement from you,
Okay.
and then from there, it would just within any investigation, it would just go through the steps to see if something was valid or if it wasn't. If it was proven to be true, it was more of an administrative thing. We would probably talk to the deputy and find out, we'd let them know that, hey, these are the corrections you need to make. If there needs to be an apology or if there needs to be nothing. It would depends on the situation.
Depends on the situation. All right.
Are you having problems with anybody?
Oh, I'm just trying to figure out what the proper steps would be. So, for instance, let's say someone actually had a legit complaint and they would basically come to you guys. Could they just write the statement on a piece of paper and sign it and turn it in? Will that be enough to start an initial investigation?
Well, sure. I mean, yeah. It'd probably be best to talk to somebody, though,
Right.
because you might write something down and we might not be able to read it, or you don't understand what the complaint was. We want to get a little more information.
Okay.
And most of the times the guys have body cameras and cameras in the cars too, so everything's recorded. So we'd be able to actually go back and try to find that date, and then view it first to see what happened, and then go from there.
Okay. And would the same process be considered if it was maybe a correctional officer?
Correctional officer?
Jail
Like if it was our jail staff?
Right.
If they had cameras on, we'd be able to do that. Otherwise, we'd try to find if there was any recordings, like in the up in the rafters or up in the roof. Try to find out if there's any recordings there. Talk to anybody that might have been witnesses, like say something happened in the, say one of the pods, one of the cells. We might try to talk to everybody involved in the that's inside the cell. Anybody that was on duty that day that may have seen something, and then talk to the person being accused as well.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Are you having any issues that we need to know about?
Well, I actually had someone reach out to me and they said they were abused in the jail.
At our place?
At the county jail. So
This one right here?
yeah.
Okay.
So they weren't for sure what they would do, and I was like, well, let me just go up and see what I can do and find out what the process would be. Now, whether they come forward or not, it's up to them.
But,
I'm not going to pressure them to do it.
Well,
but,
yeah,
you know.
exactly. In the jail, there's they have jail sergeants, but I think you'd probably speak to the jail lieutenant first. He's out for a couple weeks, but then they have the jail captain, and then the jail administrator, and then the sheriff above that. And if it came to the front, it'd be a patrol sergeant, lieutenant, captain, or the sheriff, something like that. But usually probably start, like, since if it happens in the next couple of weeks, it'd be the jail captain you go to first, and then up the chain.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I appreciate your time, and I'll just relay the information and see if they would actually take those steps. If not, then that's on them. But I think they're just pretty nervous for shaking
I understand,
up at
and
this
tell
time.
them to be, if something really happened, I mean, it needs to be reported.
Right.
If there's a disagreement, verbal disagreement, you know, do they butt heads? Was there actually physical altercation? I mean, stuff like that. We do need to know it. So just, you know, let them know they're not going to get, you know, in any trouble from us.
Yeah.
I'd rather, you know, everything has to be out there. We don't want anybody anything hidden. I certainly don't want to.
Yeah, I know, and I think they're just more concerned of like fear of retaliation, things of that nature. But I mean, you don't know until you try,
Yeah,
right?
you're right. So yeah, just let them know. Come up here if they want to. Tell them to come on up.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I appreciate your time.
My
Thank
name's
you,
Mike. Just give me a holler if you need something.
Mike. You have a business card or anything
I
like
can
that?
get you one. They're inside.
Okay, that'll work.
Hey, do you have any business cards up there? Yeah. Thanks. There you go.
Awesome. All right.
All right,
Thanks, Mike.
take it easy, man.
Take care.